So, yeah, you're all sort of surrounded by these weird little uh, fungus monsters. Um, so you wanted to try and intimidate them
Yeah,
with intimidation.
just stop them at
Yeah,
least for a
I'll
moment to
I'll
let my
help with that.
party gather themselves.
Um,
Did they outnumber us?
We're what, 5?
Yeah,
okay.
plus one.
Roll your thing. I guess you're
That's
defying danger with
charisma.
charisma.
Can I help?
Sure. How are you helping?
I'm squiddling my tentacles and like
Yes.
my head is like pulsating. I'm looking angry.
All right, roll to aid.
Okay.
Come on, Squid Boy. Yeah.
Yay.
All right.
See, that's 2, 3, 4.
Damn!
Okay. Yeah, you don't scare them off because they don't seem to. They don't seem to have. They don't seem to speak your language, whatever language that is. They don't speak it, and but yeah, maybe you do. You sort of come at them like you're attacking them, and the squid monster looks like he's attacking them also. They certainly understand violence, and you do sort of corral them around, and you and your spider are moving them around as they try to gather together, like moving out of your range to attack you, and you get them all sort of in one area so that you can attack them.
Neat.
So Dax and Mr. Bones, what are the two of you doing while they're corralling these?
Are there any shadows around, or is this glowing fungus basically eliminating shadows?
It's very bright in here.
Okay, that's fine. I want to look over at Clackers and just be like, "Well, let's get him." And I
Cracks
want
his
to.
knuckles and like his pinky falls off. He goes, "Oh shit!" And he comes running up with you.
Yeah. And I want to use my tombstone.
Right,
Crack.
you're gonna use your tombstone. to
Gravestone.
smackify them.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Hack and slash.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah. You whack one, but good. Right across the head. Deal some damage.
Clackers doesn't have anything in Warrior, so he doesn't add to that, right?
No, he does not. Okay, so you come up with your gravestone and like smack one of them, and yeah, his head sort of depresses in, as if you'd crushed his skull, which is what would usually have happened.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing just sort of looks at you and like, sort of like hisses at you. Or no, it doesn't make any verbal noise. It just sort of it's it's got it's got like that big pug weird nose like a bat has,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it sort of opens its mouth and like its face sort of vibrates and you just hear this really high pitched whining noise. Yeah, and what are you doing, Dax?
Do I understand what they are saying? My voice transcends language.
They are not speaking a language. They are communicating. Well, let me see. Yeah, they aren't. They aren't speaking a language. I mean, you wouldn't be able to speak to an animal. It's more like a, it's just a call out to attack, basically.
Hmm.
I mean, they're not an animal either.
It's basically like an ant communicated vibrations.
I guess, sort of.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not really a language. There's no.
It's not a language as you understand it.
Mm. Fair enough.
Right.
So I guess it's hacking time.
Okay, so you're gonna come. What weapon are you using?
The Triple Axe. And I'm not even gonna try to speak with them. Just gonna run forward and start hacking at them. Up down movement and try to cut one in half.
We have a special table to roll on today.
Yeah.
Yay.
When you use magic in the presence of the glowing fungus, instead of referring to the usual list for cast a spell or whatever, refer to the list below instead. You still hack and slash with your axe, but when you pull out that axe and you start using it as a weapon, the fungus starts to pulsate and glow brighter, and you can see it sort of, the fungus itself, like hanging on the walls, like starts to move, and that like droning sound that you all hear, it gets more intense. So hack and slash.
Hey Justin, there's like psionic abilities in constitute magic.
Ooh.
Answer the hard questions.
It will in this case, yes.
Damn.
So your spell's energies are absorbed entirely by the fungus. You forget the spell, or magic items lose their power for a short time, and the GM will choose an additional option from the list. So you come running in to whack at one of these trolls. And, yeah, the fungus and the light and the droning in your ears, it just overcomes you, and, like, as you get near these things, and they start making, these, like, really high-pitched sonar voice. I mean, it's like, when a dog whistle goes off, and you don't hear the sound, it just sort of, like, vibrates you, because the sound is vibrating.
Mm-hmm.
And all of that intensity hits you, and you, like, drop your axe, and these things jump on you with their bone knives and start whacking at you. And I'm going to choose that your spell's energies are completely absorbed by the fungus, and, oh no, that already always happens.
This is
So
an
you
anti-wizard.
struggle, Dax, you struggle against it, because that sounds like Dax. You try to overpower it with the might of your god, but you take a -1 ongoing to cast spells or use any sort of magic. And now we are at 3 mutations. So you also see there's this list of mutation. All these things, when they happen, will trigger certain effects. If you get all the way up to 5, it's going to trigger all of the effects.
So in character, of course, we have no idea. We can't, we're not. Are we considering this in any way?
You should as players, because there's no way to avoid it. Right? Yeah, it's
Okay,
it's
okay.
it's metagame
Right.
proof, so
Okay.
I want
Let's
you
do
to be thinking about it, because it's a constant effect whenever you're in the glowing fungus.
Okay.
And so Dax, they descend on you and stab you with their horrible little knives. Can you take a D8 +5? I mean, Mr. Bones is, or +4. I'm sorry, +4. As the other 5 jump on top of Dax and start stabbing at him. Okay, that
Okay.
doesn't pierce your armor or anything. Okay, so they
Okay.
jump on top of Dax and they've got him held down and they're just like stabbing away at him. You saw him sort of like collapse, maybe like blood drained out from his nose, and they tackled him over and they are stabbing away at him. What are you
Okay.
doing, Grovel?
No one rides down my future captain. I'm gonna tell my spider to charge. Even maybe it's a little space. I imagine a little space. How big is this room?
No, this is actually a pretty bit large cavern.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll ride down one of these goblins that are maybe trying to get at his vital, his jugular or something. Right.
You're just riding on your spider and
Oh yeah.
attacking.
I'll
mounted
lance this
combat.
person, and I'll use my bolster for it too.
All right. So go ahead and.
I'm using my regular spear, not my axe. My goblin made spear.
You can ride it, either travel somewhere or to flee from battle. It's much okay. Sure, yeah, hack and slash then.
That's 2, 3.
All right. Yeah. So you get in and you clobber into these things, and you do hit one of them. But yeah, you're sort of standing over Dax, and they start climbing up on your spider too, and they're starting to stab at you. So you're gonna trade blows with them. Go ahead and deal damage. Okay, so you deal 9 damage to one of them. Your spider lands on top of this thing, and are you using that axe?
No.
You're not using that axe.
No.
Okay.
I was using. That's why I rolled +3 or +2. I was using my spear. That's precise.
Oh, got you. Yeah. Okay. So your spider lands on this thing, and your spear stabs through it, and he's being held to the ground. It's not dead. It doesn't cry out in pain. Like, its arm probably gets ripped off, but it's still got its bone knife, like, trying to wave it up at your spider. And the rest of these things climb up on the spider, and they start grabbing at you and trying to pull you down and tearing at you. Take a d8 plus 3.
Oh yeah,
Their
finally
bone
rolling.
knives are just digging into your armor and stabbing at you. What are you doing, Miyub?
Okay. Looking back at where we came from, can I like see like the outside from here, or is it like a twisting, turning like tunnel we came from?
You came around a corner.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna shoot like a flare for my adventuring gear. Okay, well, okay. Yeah, I wanna I guess I'll use my ancestral heritage to take control of a beast's mind. I want to take control of like one of these things and have it like fight the other ones.
Okay. Spend your hold.
Sweet. I did.
What does it look like when you try to take control of something's mind?
So I kind of I kind of like you see like the veins and stuff in my head like kind of like bulging and stuff. And I kind of just like point towards it and it kind of just like freezes for a second, and then its eyes just go like completely like blank, like whatever color they are, like whatever color they're like the edge of them are, just like goes completely that color.
Okay, can you defy danger with your wisdom?
Oh yeah, 7.
Okay. You try to take control of a beast's mind with your thing, and the one you're trying to like. There's one. Which one are you trying to take control of?
Which one looks like the most like which one looks like the most like crucial to the to the structure of their thing or their assault?
They don't appear to have a leader among them.
Yeah.
I mean, there are the 4 climbing on top of the spider and all over Grovel trying to stab him.
Are there any more on like Dax? Or
No, the spider's sort of standing over Dax now.
okay, cool. Okay, yeah, I'll just one of those, whichever one.
Yeah, you go to take control of its mind. One of them like holding Grovel, and it looks at you, and its eyes start to sort of go blank. But then it like starts hissing at you, and you realize like your mind probing into it. So you realize this isn't a beast. It's not an animal.
Damn it.
And it gives off that sonar sound. I need to choose one option from the. So 7 to 9, you cast your spell is cast, but you must choose 2 options from the list.
Okay, where's the list at? I close. Oh, there it is. No, I had to close it. Okay, I forget the spell. Would that do anything?
Let's see. You forget the spell. It'll give +1 mutation. I think that. Well, I think that yeah, you won't be able to use your control beasts for until you have a moment to rest.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
ability is sort of drained out of you.
Okay. I'll do that one and. Uh. Yeah. Yeah. I'll do that one, and then what will the mutation level be at if I do that one?
4.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and do the last one, since that one since that won't since I don't want like fucking 5 to happen.
Okay, so the fungus births a planar abomination. A creature from another plane, tainted by your magical energies, bursts forth from the fungus and rampages. So we need a psychic creature. Let's see. A planar creature doing psychic things. Let's see. How about oh, let's make it an elemental. Yeah. So, yeah. So you see the fungus like warp the room all around you, all of you. The room warps and changes, and your vision like twists and doesn't work. It's like everything is sort of pressed into each other, and the space in this cave sort of folds together for a moment. And then when it separates again, standing in front of you, Miub, is it's this it looks sort of like an Illithid, sort of like a mind flayer, right? But it looks like, I don't know, sort of a ancestral cousin or a genetic cousin to a mind flayer. It doesn't have the tentacles. It does have the big skull, right? And it's not really doesn't really stand on. No, it stands up straight. It has arms and legs like you, but instead of tentacles, it just sort of has this sort of like single, like snout thing, right? And its eyes are a lot bigger than yours. Let's say it has like a big cluster of eyes instead of just a single eye. And it like reaches out to grab you around the throat. What do you do?
Nope. I guess I'll try and duck under it. Oh god.
Okay, defy danger with your dexterity.
You got this, man.
Oh,
XP.
Jesus.
They don't.
Okay, it grabs you and it drives this spike into this like single spike sort of into your head and starts boring into your skull.
Damn.
So can you take a D8 plus 2?
Oh shit. Oh my. Oh god. I should not have gone in here without my crew, because without them I'm like kind of fucked.
Okay, so you take 6 damage. But I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
Which element or elements are the antithesis of your magic?
Hmm. Probably like earth or stone, because it's like like a. I don't know, because it's like hardened and like mindless.
Okay.
That's probably like about it.
All right, Mr. Bones. Things got weird there for a moment. You felt
Yeah.
like time and space had folded in on itself for a second, and you were neither here or anywhere. You were spread apart into all of your constituent parts. Just a collection of meaningless electrons and neutrons, and you were, a wave and a particle at the same time. And everything was more or less meaningless and strange in the side of cosmic reality. But now you're back in a cave fighting pygmy trolls. What do you do?
Man, this sounds like some shit Dr. Martin would put me through on a Saturday night. So there's this thing attacking Mia, right?
Yeah.
And the little pygmy trolls attacking Grovel. Dax is on the ground. Okay. What do I want to do? Clackers, we gotta go save Grovel. And I want to move to defend Grovel. I don't know. I kind of want to flying tackle one of the pygmy trolls off.
Well, so which do you want to do? Do you want to move to, help
Well-
him against them first, or do you want to try and clear them off of him first? Which do you want to prioritize?
I think clearing them off of him first.
Okay.
Like,
Alright, so then defy danger with your... Well, I mean, that's more or less hack and slash. It's not really defy danger. Yeah, hack and slash those fools.
okay.
Mr. Bones.
Okay, so a 7. So you're gonna trade with them. You go jumping up on the spider, waving around your gravestone, tombstone,
Yeah.
the frozen pizza, and you're waving around a frozen pizza for some reason, fighting these things, and they're trying to put up a fight to keep holding you back. Let's see. So it was a hack and slash. I want to give you a choice. So you can either deal damage to one of them, or you can knock them all off. Either way, you're going to be trading blows with them. You can prioritize one of those two things.
I don't do much damage. I'll knock them all off.
Okay. So you come up and they're stabbing and whacking at you and ripping bones off of you. Take a D8 plus 3.
8 plus 3.
But eventually you do grab them one at a time, basically, and get them tossed off of Grovel's spider. Dax, what are you doing underneath the spider?
Basically, I like my nose is bleeding. I have my hands in my face. I'm feeling a lot of pain. Then I put my hand on the leg of the spider to help me up. Is there any bone knives in the floor? I have no weapons.
Yes. Yeah. That little troll or little goblin monster that the spider first hit. He's got his bone knife in his hand, right? But you could reach over and take it from him. He's not really doing much with it.
Is he conscious still?
Oh yeah, he's still alive and trying to fight this spider, but he's mostly distracted.
Okay, I'm gonna try to grab his hand and punch him. Old school.
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't you just deal damage to him? I think he's under duress dealing with a big ass spider. Okay. Yeah, you plant your hand through his skull, or you plant your head through what should be a skull, but when it breaks apart, it's just sort of a gooey mess. The thing is sort of doesn't have bones. It just sort of crumbles underneath your fist. But it does go limp also.
Okay, I shout to everybody, aim for the head. It's their weakness. And don't use magic.
For Christ's sake. What do you do after that, Dax?
How bad is the guy wrenching to the illithid skull?
Well, it looks like this sort of alien-looking creature has him grabbed around the arms and is drilling this spike into his forehead. So that bad.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put my hand on the spider again to help me up, because I probably was on my knees fighting against the little pygmy, and I'm gonna rush towards the planar abomination. The planar abomination. I say, you there, beast, you're gonna go down now. I'm gonna kill you by the black skull.
Nice. So go ahead and yeah, just deal damage to him too. He's not looking at you. Oh, you yelled at him. Okay. Yeah, you did yell at him. So yeah, he sort of tosses Miub aside as you come running at it. And Miub, you sort of collapse, brain goo dripping down your forehead.
Okay.
And yeah, you come running at him, Dax. Hack and slash.
Whoa, XP.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, you come running at him with this dagger, and, oh, man, you know what it does? Okay, we'll do it this way. You come running at him, and, you see his eyes, these, like, array of eyes on its skull sort of glow purple. As you get close enough to attack it, it just sort of holds its hand out, and it pulls the knife out of your hand with some sort of psychic power. And then it grabs you and then drives the knife into your gut.
Oh my.
So take just doing a D8 plus 2. So take a D8 plus 3. He's gonna give him an extra point of damage for now having a weapon. And choose one option. Wow.
Okay.
Choose one option from the list.
Which list?
The glowing fungus list, because he is using psychic powers.
God damn it.
Oh. Um. Your spell energies are completely absorbed by the fungus, and you forget the spell.
Okay.
Basically, I choose a spell that I miss, or he misses his spell.
No, yeah, that power is pulled from his mind.
Two. Okay. So now things are serious. Sorry.
Found a balance flaw in my move I'm writing for this cave, so I changed it slightly. Okay, grovel.
Ah!
What are you doing?
Ah! I'm gonna...
You have a new
Wall!
passenger.
Wall! Wall! I'm yelling to my spider, trying to get it to go up a little bit on the wall so I get away from every part of this battle. And I'm gonna put my spear away back into my like little makeshift holster,
Okay.
pull out my bow, and then launch an arrow towards the illithid.
Okay, so you want your spider to go climbing up the wall.
Just a little bit, like enough to get away from. Yeah, enough to get away from everyone else.
All right, and then you want to climb up and or pull out your bow and start shooting it.
Mhm.
Okay. So you volley, and Mr. Bones, do you want to stay on the spider?
No. I want to protect Dax now.
Okay, you want to run over to help Dax.
Well, he was like under the spider, right?
Oh no, he just climbed
Ish.
up out from under the spider, killed a troll, and ran across the room to fight with this
Oh.
crazy monster that was summoned.
Oh, I think the room. I thought the room was smaller than it is.
No, like I said, yeah, it's actually a pretty large cave.
Yeah. So there's like these pygmy trolls and then the monster, right?
Yeah, you toss these pygmy trolls all around where the spider is, and then Grovel starts moving the spider over to climb up on the wall.
Okay. I think I just want to hop off, and me and Clactors are gonna hold off the pygmy trolls while the big boys deal with the scary monster.
Okay, I don't know who the big boys are if they're not you.
Dax is the big boy. Dax is.
He's
Okay.
been dealt with by the pygmy monster. By the way, can I use Bloody Aegis to take the
Oh.
damage?
Yeah, you definitely can. What ability do you take?
The one that I can have, basically. I get confused.
Gotcha. Grovel, deal some damage to one of these pygmy trolls.
Fuck! Hold on. Oh, everyone. What? Okay, there we go. What the fuck? Oh, God.
Well, you rolled pretty bad for that. Are you shooting one of the ones that got tossed off the spider?
I'm not shooting. I'm shooting. Oh, sorry. I'm not shooting the pygmy trolls. I'm shooting the illithid.
Oh, you're shooting the horrible monster.
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, is he surprised?
No, I don't
Okay.
think he is actually. Okay, so your arrow comes flying in and it jabs into one of its eyes, and it gives out this horrible cry as your arrow finds purchase. Good shot. I mean, you did crap damage, but good shot. Okay, Miub. You've had some of your brains sucked out, but not all of them. Just enough to stand up and keep fighting. Miub?
I. Yeah. I'm actually gonna get out of here and go get the others.
You're gonna go running outside to get your crew.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna
And-
have to
and-
make it. Say again?
That's the end Dax's crew.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make it kind of around these pygmy trolls, unless you just wanted to shoulder through them.
Oh no, I'll go around. I'll go around.
Okay, so you try to find a passage around and just outrun them.
I want to see if I can calculate, like see if they like calculate, watch them for a second, see if I can calculate a hole in there, like so I can find the perfect moment to go.
Okay, defy danger with your intelligence.
Okay. Hey.
So you can either run and move, like right now, go and take damage from the pygmy trolls not being able to wait long enough, or you can wait for them to get out of the way, but you're going to get the attention again of the illithid.
I think I'll take damage from the trolls.
Okay, so you just go running. And as you run by them, they deal to you a D8 plus 3.
Oh, +3 this time. Oh, god damn it!
Wow.
Jesus.
2 HP.
All right, you get around them. They're slashing at you as you come by, stabbing at you and cutting you, but you force your way through, and they all start turning toward Mr. Bones. What do you do, Mr. Bones?
Oh, come on, man.
Also, that one you were fighting earlier is up on its feet again, that you didn't quite kill, and so
Yeah.
now there are 5 of them. They've gathered back together, and they're coming to charge you. You and Clackers.
Need clackers.
Says, yeah, that's right. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, me and clackers, we're both badasses, badass skeleton things. I think I'm just like, come on, clackers, let's fuck them up. And we charge back. We countercharge.
All right.
5?
Countercharge.
There's 5 of them or 6?
5.
Okay, yeah.
There were 6, but Dax smashed one. So, yeah, hack and slash with them. Yeah, you slam into each other, trading blows with each other. Deal damage.
Oh yeah, got him.
Oh my god. Take a D8 plus 4.
Okay.
Yeah. You smack into them and their bodies just aren't breaking underneath the tombstone, right?
It's almost like you need a better weapon or something.
Yeah.
Actually, can I spend? So I guess they smack into me and bones go flying, right? And I want to spend 5 bones to nullify their damage.
Okay. Yeah, bones go tossing over every which way. But you're embroiled in a fight with them.
Yeah.
So Dax, this thing had you like gripped up and was driving this knife up through you when an arrow came in and stabbed one of its eyes, and it sort of tossed you back and grabbed around this arrow and starts like rips it out. What do you do? Still holding your bone knife.
I have 2 questions. One, if I use my poison, does it count as magic? I think it's just alchemy, right?
Yeah, it's a poison, so it's not actually magical.
Okay. So, given light of this information, and like I imagine Dex started to think about that. He he just have a -1 in intelligence right now, but that's not a concern. He takes the crippling memory powder. Is in a vial. He crushes it. He runs towards the illithid. Does it have any orifices in his face?
Yeah, it has this big tube coming out of its lower facial region. It doesn't have like a mouth, but it has this big just tube.
Okay, so I jump towards him, like the world stops basically. It goes in slow motion, and I smack him in his wound. I try to put this powder in his freshly open wound.
Okay. Okay, so you're using a weapon in your hand. He's got a dagger. So I think, well, daggers are. Oh, it's close. So you're gonna have to. You're just diving through the air at him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's have you defy danger with your strength. You're basically using your power to get inside of his his defenses.
Probably. But if he have a knife, I think he have quite a lot of advantage over me.
Yeah. That's what you're defying. That's the danger. Is this bone knife he has in his hand?
Nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So he tries to gather this knife up to defend himself, but yeah, you just sort of like blow past it. It bends against your armor and doesn't break through it. And you just sort of smear this crap in his face? Yeah, hack
Yeah.
and slash. It's kind of a double whammy here. More of a poisoned punch, which is odd, but yeah. Oh my god, Dad.
Got him.
What does this poison do?
It gives crippling memories.
Crippling memories.
Yeah, it gives like vivid memories, and the person falls unconscious,
Okay,
paralyzed.
so you go to like jam this poison. It's a powder?
Yeah.
You go to jam this powder in his face, and yeah, he grabs your hand, right? And sees this powder in your hand and just slaps your hand over your mouth. And I'm going to ask you a question. There's weird questions in this module. What is the worst thing you've ever done with your magical powers?
I'm not a wizard.
You do have magical powers.
I have lay on hands. I healed a naughty boy. That's what I did. My powers.
I mean, you have quest. You have.
Okay.
You're a paladin.
Okay.
What's the worst thing you've ever done with your
Paladin abilities. Probably setting a few people on fire alive.
Who are these people? Why is that the worst thing you've ever done?
They were criminals, but there were some innocent people there as well. So basically, basically they were. It was kind of like a little town hall with people that had kind of raided the place and did some bad stuff. So I went there to do revenge with a few of my people, and that's why I've been exiled, because I set the place on fire. Later on, we found out that there were children there as well.
So you go limp as you start reliving every moment of that. Except you relive it from the inside as one of the children. Caught inside of the building. As this thing tackles you to the ground, and it drives that spike into your head, and it starts sucking out that memory for itself. And you take a d8 plus 2.
Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, what does everybody else do?
My charge isn't lifted on my spider. Whether it's surprised or not from a big ass spider ramming into it with a spear.
It
I
is
don't
not
care.
watching you. Yeah, it's trying to suck out Dax's brains. So deal some damage.
Do I roll backstab for that?
Do you have a move called Backstab?
Yeah, I took that.
You are quite literally stabbing it in the back. So you can roll plus Dex if you want. You can either deal your damage or roll plus Dex. Why do you do this?
I do this because it's cool, Justin. Because it's cool.
All right, I agree. Oh, I just think. Okay, we're gonna do that. Yeah, this thing has. So it has. It has. So you come riding down toward this thing on your spider, but it does hear you. The thud of your spider as it comes running across this room, and it looks over at you, and it just sort of like tosses Dax away. He just lays unconscious, and it's got blood coming down one eye, and the other eye does sort of glow this purple color. as it looks at you. Now, it doesn't have a mouth, right, at all. But you hear a voice in your head. And it's actually the voice of Dax Corvine in your head. Right? And it says, drive your spear into the skull of that creature, meaning your spider. And you feel compelled to follow what this thing says. It is speaking as if it were the law of the land. What do you do?
That's my spider. I don't want to. That's my spider. No.
How do you resist the compulsion?
I think he tries to just power his way through. I was like, no, that's my spider. I can't. No, and by power I mean resist it with his mind.
All right. Roll plus wisdom.
That's my spider. Of course I'm gonna do that. Fuck it.
Okay. Stab. Okay, you stab your spider, and it just goes limp underneath you, and you go falling off, crashing to the ground. Take a d6 damage. Alright, so you go tumbling over, falling over yourself to the ground. Mr. Bones.
Hello.
Alright, no, let's go back to, sorry. Thanks,
Never
Mr. Bones.
mind.
How you doing? You stay cool, Bones. Miyub, you go running outside the cave.
Yep.
And, yeah, what do you do when you get out there?
Do I see the other group of people?
Let's have you roll Discern Realities.
All right. Where'd my character go? There it is. Yeah.
Alright, you can ask one question.
What here is useful or valuable to me?
Probably the crew.
Hmm?
The crews were together, so you see them both, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I rush over them and like, wait, guys, you gotta get in there. Come on.
Okay. So your entourage, you don't like roll to make them do things.
Nope.
Well, I guess you just tell them like you've got to
Pushing.
get in there. Do you?
Oh yeah,
explain
I do have to
anything
roll
them?
to order them.
Okay, so you just want to do the roll to order them.
Yeah, but I do have to roll to order them apparently. But yeah,
Yeah, plus charisma for Dax's crew. Oh, to order your crew, you have to roll.
yeah, I think so. Is it because this is like, like what kind of things you want to do?
Depends on the kind
Okay,
of...
okay, never mind. That's only if I like. That's only if I order like specific people. So, but I can order them as a group. But I don't have to roll.
Yeah,
If I
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I can because I can use like one guy as like a hireling.
Sure.
That's yeah, cool.
Okay.
Okay,
But
cool. Yeah.
what about Dax's crew? They seem like they're hesitant, like they don't want to listen to your orders.
Yeah.
What do
I
you?
said, yeah, I said you guys gotta get in there. We're all in trouble. No one use magic though.
Okay. Yeah, you see everybody's in trouble. They all come running with you. Let me have you order them though. Roll plus charisma for Dax's crew.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they go to push in front of your crew and get ahead of you if they hear that Dax is in trouble. And they're going to keep you out of the fight. As they all try. I mean, there's a lot of them. Right? They're going to insist that they go first, and in fact, they're insisting with their like hands and pushing you. Do you do
Sure.
anything about
Then we'll be back to sweep up the loot. Like behind them.
that? Okay, you let them push ahead of you and squeeze through the place. All right.
Sure.
Mr. Bones,
Hello again.
you stay cool. Grovel. I'm just kidding. What are you doing, Mr. Bones?
So these goblins are like attacking me, right?
Yeah, sort of like
They're
that.
not goblins. Whatever they are. They're attacking me in Clackers. Clackers is important to me, man. He's the only one that gets what it's like to be a skeleton man. I'm gonna go ahead and I want to defend Clackers. Well, no, that's a bad idea because he can't attack. I'm gonna attack, and Clackers is gonna defend me. That's
Gotcha.
a good idea.
Yeah. So hack and slash. You're just
Me
battling
and,
with these buggers.
me and Clackers, man.
Yeah.
Got him. Deal some damage.
Blue.
Ah!
Got him.
Oh my god. Yeah, you don't kill him.
Oh.
You hit him, and they're being pushed back by you, right? You guys are good in a good formation, but you're just not dealing out the damage. Clackers is shit in a fight. You know that.
Yeah. Have at thee, fuckers.
I mean, he talks a lot of noise, and he's like, "Yeah, take that." And he's sort of like, "Yeah, yeah," and he does nothing, right? Like you don't know where he learned to punch people, but he does a
Probably
really
from
bad
Dr.
job.
Mort.
Yeah, or from you, 2 damage. And Dax's crew starts pushing in through the cave now. So they come running in sort of with wild abandon, weapons in their hands. Yeah, they're coming like it looks like they're about to charge over you and the trolls and everything else to get over to Dax where they see him laying on the ground. What do you do?
Me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit! And can I spend a bone to drop into a pile of bones and a flesh sack?
Yeah, but they're still going to trample over you and stuff.
Well, yeah, but I can still move, and I feel like it'd be easier to just kind of like roll between their feet as a pile of bones. You know what I mean?
Sure. Defy danger dexterity.
Do we get bonus for being a pile of bones? No? Okay.
What's that?
Do I get a bonus for being a pile of bones? It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. I'll just mark my XP.
Yeah, you get +1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they come trampling over you. And there's like a lot of those guys. Dax, can you deal damage to Mr. Bones, please?
He's under exterminatus. He has take negative.
Alright.
Oh my god!
But he's under exterminatus. He's got to take a negative
No, it's
4,
not
right?
actually him dealing damage to you.
Oh
how many
god, this
do
could
I
turn out so
have?
bad.
I'm going to spend 7 bones? No, 6 bones
How
to
many bones do
mitigate.
you have?
I got 12 more. Bones are equal to my constitution. So I got 12 right now.
Oh, okay.
So
Alright,
I'm
so you
spend
spend a buttload of bones.
Yeah. So that's 4. Okay.
I'm also going to remove one of Clacker's protection because he gets trampled also. But I'm going to apply that damage to one of these pygmy trolls because it's really sad that you haven't killed even one of them. And it kills it. They kill one of the trolls as they come trampling over it.
Yeah, that'll show you.
And, well, no, I was going to be like, oh, there's a giant spider. But they've seen the giant spider before. They know whose giant spider that is. They wouldn't just kill it.
My spider's dead.
Grovel. You can hear Dax's crew coming running up, and they're in sort of their, they're in sort of a frenzy. I mean, they aren't wild and crazy, but they're here to get Dax and get out, and if they trample over Mr. Bones, so be it. In fact, that's preferable.
Wow.
What are you doing?
Is my spider dead? No, did I kill my spider?
It's not moving.
Fuck.
You want to go over and check the spider?
No one does this to my spider! I'm gonna jump off my spider and just stab my spear into the face of this illithid.
All right. Yeah, hack and slash.
he still surprised?
Got him. He's not surprised. Deal some damage.
Yeah.
You did it. So your spear comes around and just jams right into this thing's chest, and it, its head pops back, and you hear this psychic scream in your mind where it's still trying to give you commands and things. But yeah, like this spray of purple blood comes out of like the tube mouth, and the thing goes splaying back, dead. And you're out of the way of Dax's crew when they come and they like grab him up and just start carting the hell out of here. But Miub, you and your crew come in about the time that Dax's crew tramples over bones, and they go and grab up Dax, and it looks like they're headed back the other way. What do you do? You and your sweet rock band are rolling in.
Wait, so what you said Dax's crew is like heading the other way?
Yeah, it looks like they're grabbing up Dax to get the hell out of here. Get him to safety. They don't know if he's alive or dead, so.
Ah.
He is their spiritual leader.
Okay. Are there still any like trolls around?
Oh yeah, there's still 4 alive. They've been sort of scattered by Dax's crew. You know what? It looks like with all the people showing up, they're actually moving maybe to a different part of the cave, as if they might be trying to avoid and escape all of you.
All right. So is Mr. Bones is still like upright, or is he like?
Mr. Bones has been. It's horrible. He's been crushed. He's just a pile of bones on the ground.
Okay. Okay. And Grovel's still around, right?
Grovel leaps over and stabs the elephant in the chest with a battle
Okay,
fury
sweet.
like which you've never seen. It inspires you to write a sweet ballad about it.
Okay, cool. I want to quickly extract this thing's brain and then get out of here.
Okay, so yeah, you'll still have to. You just get out of the way of Dax's crew as they come by. If you're
Yeah,
not
sure,
chasing the goblins, then they do just run to get the hell out of here, and
Yeah.
there's nothing else to avoid.
Cool.
But you want to extract this? Oh, I know what you're doing. So you wrap your tentacles around its head and slurp out its brain.
Yep.
Okay. I guess you get to steal a memory.
I gain all of his memories technically. Just because it says memories.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing exists on a different plane of existence. You see where it lives, but it doesn't live in a place that you've ever seen before or understand. You know that it, I don't know, what's something you want to know about this creature, where it lives and how it lives or whatever?
Good. I'm not entirely sure. Anybody have any ideas?
Anybody else want to know something about this crazy illithid monster? Anything at all?
Does he live in kingdoms or like houses, or how do they live? Like big communities, small communities, caves?
Yeah. It's an illithid, so it is sort of a hive mind structure. And they do have a central authority figure, I guess.
Figure.
Or a controlling thing, but it's not really a physical entity. It's more of a collection of all of their psyches together. Make a sort of overmind that is built up of all of their minds together at once, and yet it is also a different mind. All of their minds together make something else completely different aside from them. Now, whether or not their minds actually create something, right, like from sort of nothing, or if their minds together contact some other power or something like that, they're not even clear on that. But they know that there is something that is in charge of them, and it does have direct authority over them.
Cool. Anyway, and then I get the fuck out.
Okay. If we ever run into a planar illithid again, that'll be interesting.
We can ask about his god.
Yeah, its name is Gravel, Lord of the Spiders.
Just